This is Mike on the mic, Mike Stiskin Monetary Therapy Show. You can email us info@monetarytherapy.com. Check out our website and YouTube channel, www.monetarytherapy. I do open mic stand-up. I'll probably go this Thursday to do some. It's kind of fun. You know, my wife and I are expecting a very large tax bill, so probably no vacation this year. I don't think so. You know, it's tricky being married, having to compromise. It's hard to discuss things. It's hard not to argue. I can't tell my wife what to do. So what happened is I programmed my GPS in the car to be my wife's voice. That way I'm alone and I can express myself. You know, it comes on and says, oh, if you take a left on the 417, I'm like, be quiet, silence. I will not tolerate your insolence. You know, make a right on Cimarron Boulevard. No, I'm not going to do it. Never. You can really talk back to her. That's right. You got to be a man. You got to be tough. That's right. That's why I pee standing up. You got to pee standing up. It's like, you got to be a man. Like when you're in the club and you have a drink, don't use a straw. Men don't use straws. Men drink out of the glass. The same thing, pee standing up. And I thought I'd go total manly. I'm like, I'm going to take a dump standing up too. That's right, because I'm a man. That didn't work out so well. The pee standing up is great because you've had that same penis for 50 years. You know what to do with it. You're like a sniper. You're like Bradley Cooper with that thing. You could hit like a speck of dirt from 7 feet out. But taking a dump without, with standing up, without looking, no, that's not going to work. All right? That's like a sawed-off shotgun. It just goes everywhere. It just doesn't always work out the way you planned. But being married's cool. My wife's cool. She's Latino. You know, something in the Latin community, everybody is named Carlos. I don't get it. There's like a whole phone book full of Carloses. I mean, it's a great name, but you can't come up with something different. Her father's named Carlos. Her son's named Carlos. Her brother's named Carlos. The nephews, the uncles, the cousins, her grandfathers, Carlos. It's just, something a little more creative. Like you could be in a cemetery alone at night, scream out the name Carlos, and 12 people will show up. You know what I mean? I could just imagine. You're like a young Latin woman, you're having your first kid, you're trying to come up with a name. You're like, I'm thinking of a name for my first child to have a unique legacy, to have a one-of-a-kind creative name that will distinguish him from all others. Carlos. It's like, what are you doing, man? That's just too common of a name. I think. It's right. Everybody should just do what I say. Marriage is tricky, though. It's like, you get married, you think, I get to have sex whenever I want. Not exactly. It doesn't exactly work like that. You got to kind of beg, you got to plead, you got to plan around it. But I don't get that getting turned down for sex thing. I don't put up with that. I got buddies who tell me about that. I'm like, why on earth would you allow your wife to turn you down for sex? You don't want to use it as a weapon. I mean, if she's busy, not busy, but if she's got a migraine, if she's about to go to sleep and she's got to be up in 4 hours, if she's injured or something, fine. But if she's reading a book, not doing anything, it's happening. I'm not dealing with any of that. I'm not in the mood stuff. What is that? If my wife told me she was not in the mood for sex, I would have her deported. And she's from here. I wouldn't put up with that. If she pulled the not in the mood thing and then went back to reading, I would say, okay, I'd put on my clothes. I'd go to the office desk on Amazon. I'd order a medieval catapult like in Braveheart. The next morning, I would greet her like there's, nothing different. I'd kiss her, I'd leave for work. And I'd set that thing up on the front porch with a hair trigger. She'd come out, turn around to get to her car, and it would launch her 45 zip codes away. If you're not in the mood for sex, I'm not in the mood for you being on the ground. You're going to be airborne on your way to Mars. Okay? You got to put up or be quiet. Maybe not winning when my wife hears this, but good times, Mike and the Mike. Mike's Disc and Monetary Therapy Show, Comedy Lounge. You can check it out on our website, YouTube channel. We'll be posting some stuff. Email us info@monetarytherapy.com. I know what's going to happen. It's just like last time I was at the comedy club, that the people were silent because they were stunned at the incredible high level of comedy. They couldn't even get the words out. They were so exhausted from internal laughter, they couldn't let out audible laughter. That's what I have to believe. Winning.